All right, we're starting soon. Should probably move the drink so I can actually access my iPad, right? All right. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Club podcast reviews the movie talks that nerd shit. This is episode 346, and as always on this wonderful Saturday morning, it is your Saturday morning review with the Nerd Chicano and his host, Young Yoda.
Sups up everybody, and that's co-host. Roll's always the host.
Yeah, the co-host.
Roll always has the most responsibility, and I'm over here snoring G Fuel, so don't worry about it.
I don't recommend anybody does that, by the way.
Don't do that.
Don't
listen to people like Jake Paul. Jesus.
Yeah. Just please don't. But yeah, don't do that. That's quite the thing you're gonna put up your nose. But how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, and I did not store G Fuel. That's gotta burn. To your brain. That probably give you COVID, I would think.
It's gonna give you a lot of things, man.
Upset stomach, indigestion, diarrhea.
All right, man. So we're here to do our Saturday morning review, and as always, you guys knew the coin toss win was Psychokinesis, and not gonna lie, I forgot which movie I picked, so I had to go back to the episode and listen. I was like, wait, what was? It's been.
That's why I watched it right after you told me, because I'm like, it was Psycho fucking something, and then I look it up on Amazon and just Psycho, and I'm just like, God damn it, Christian Bale.
No, not the Alfred Hitchcock film, right? But and my puppy died last night, so I was like, God damn it, I was gonna watch the movie yesterday.
2020 is just being a bitch.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Roll.
It was a newborn pup too,
man. My parents had that happen. It's not a good feeling.
Oh, man.
Young little puppy shouldn't die like that.
Yeah, it was so cute, man. If you've seen Oreo and you've seen my other dog,
yeah,
you know that they what's it called? It was dark brownish with little white lines on there. It was such a cute dog, and now it's gone. But I had to take a little bit more time to watch the film because I was taking care of my dog to make sure that she was feeling okay. She wasn't really really sad. So that's why we didn't do this straight up at 8:30. So
things happen. Things happen, and we're here. So
at least we're here, right? I just finished the film, and we're gonna talk about it. But I've been this week has been a lot of movies. I've been watching pretty much a bunch of movies this week.
I have not.
We'll talk about that on live show, man. But what have you been up to, man?
I'm mostly playing Destiny 2 when I get a chance.
Yep.
So there's supposed to be a big update coming Tuesday, and at least there's more stuff to do since I took 5 months off.
Yeah, so you have a lot to do. I want to say that our Venom live movie commentary was successful.
Did you go back and listen to it? I haven't listened to it. So
please tell me I didn't mess up the audio or something, dude.
No, I haven't listened to it yet. So I don't know if everything came through or not.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna check it out, but so far so good. I think we did a pretty good job at what we did, and it was a lot of fun doing it with guests. So I can't wait for us to get there. We just need 7 more patrons now.
We need to get more patrons so we can get Mr. Chillzone better internet.
Yeah, I really can't fix that, man.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell he's on Twitch and streaming, and
yeah.
His internet was as bad as yours.
Yeah. So we have 4 views on YouTube for the Venom movie commentary, and we have 2 likes. So thank you guys for that.
That's good.
Usually we never get likes on these.
I wonder if they know what they're getting into when they click it. And it's just us talking about a movie we're watching at that time. They're just going, yeah, this sounds about right. I remember that scene in Venom.
Yeah. I wonder how many just people just want to listen to us, just kind of mess around and do all this wonderful stuff.
Oh, that's what the live show's for. Go listen to the live show, damn it.
Yeah, don't listen to the live show. Yeah. And now we're in 58, man. Of course, we had that in the beginning. That was a little bit of trying to get the film started, and then we did a little bit of afterthoughts, and I think I
So
can't wait for us to get to the Patreon goal because that's kind of what I want to do. I just want to have us talk a little bit in the beginning, watch the film, and do some afterthoughts about it. Not like a full on review, but just like
yeah,
it's like if we were coming out of the theater, like how do we feel about that?
I felt like I got ripped off again.
Yeah. I'm glad to say that I've never watched Venom after that.
There's really no need to.
Yeah.
I felt bad though. We got through it okay because we'd already gone through all the emotions of that shit show. But poor Michelle and poor Mr. Chillzone. Mr. Chillzone just sounded so sad. And my heart kind of broke. I'm just like, I know 2020 has already been a pretty rough year for everyone.
Yeah.
We just added on to it with this shit.
Yeah. Michelle was like, I had to watch something else after because I could not do that.
You know what I thought when you sent, like right before you sent me that about Michelle watching another movie? I was at work the next day and I'm like, if I die, the last movie I watched was Venom.
Exactly.
Like then I was like, I'm probably going to hell just for that.
Yeah. Good thing that we watched this one, so we got something of a palate.
Got something a little better.
Yeah, well,
a lot better than Venom. Just
yeah. But Jesus, man, I gotta say that was a lot of fun though, and I can't wait for us to get to our Patreon goal whenever we get there and be able to do that more often. Because I gotta say that was a lot of fun, and I'm also kind of stocking up my external hard drive with a lot of movies, so it's a lot of stuff that we can do commentaries on.
And you want to pull up the Patreon little logo down there?
Which one?
The Patreon.
Hold on. Oh,
whoa, big roll.
Oh yeah, you want to know where to find us on Patreon?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up Tony's comments. So very funny. Those are pretty funny.
This is what you guys are missing if you're not on the Patreon. By the way, hold on. I gotta. You already know that this is like super hard to find. Community. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta go to post because it's not on community. It's on the post of the mini pod.
That Patreon is so difficult just to get through.
It's not difficult, and I wish it wasn't, man. But
it could be so much easier.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta go. So let's go load to more comments. There we go. Hold on. Okay, now let me just put this in share screen. I should be more prepared for this, right? There we go. All right. So yeah, what's it called? Tony gave us a prompt about pornography. So we what's it called? This was some of the comments is like Ava Divine, Jesus, you like that hardcore stuff, Brad. So I told him I wish he wasn't working to see this. And goes German porn stars. Oh my god. So then he says, I love how I ask y'all. I love how I ask how y'all were acting all shy and embarrassed and start listening to a bunch of porn stars you like, then get into some of the minutia of racism
and porn, yeah. Right? Right, and then it's just us trying to figure out, is that really racist if she doesn't want to fuck a certain race, or is that preference? Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I'm posting this. I'm listening to it. By the way, I have no shame on talking about sexuality. Me neither. I don't. It's just I just think the how could I say this? Like the business of pornography is what makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because of some of the shady stuff that goes down. I'm a big fan of John and Michael's series.
All those good choices, Tony. All those great choices.
I don't have the time for cameras. I got to get in, get to see.
Exactly. I don't have the time.
That's what you're missing out. Yeah, that's what you're missing out on the Patreon. Like we get a lot of cool stuff. So, if you want to,
I just want to comment back at Tony and say, when I go into porn, I don't go for cuddling. I don't go for the cuddles, man. Like you said, get in there, get out.
Yeah, just pound, and
have a nice day.
Yeah, but that was something else. But what's it called? If you gotta just check out the Patreon, we get topics like that. By the way, I was going like this. Is like that means like pounding ass, But what's it called? Let's go ahead and get into this, man. We got to get in and talk about this film. So hold on. A spoiler warning. Superpower chicken. There There we go, my spoiler warning. So, Psychokinesis came out in 2018. So, if you've never seen this film, of course, this is your chance to get out of the way before you get spoiled. But if you don't care about spoilers, then go ahead and just, forget about it. Just keep listening. But your spoiler warning is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So, Psychokinesis, Korean Hanja, Hanja Yomyek, is a 2018 South Korean superhero film. Written and directed by Young Sang-ho. The film stars Ryu Seung-ryung, Shimon Kyung, Park Jung-min, Kim Min-ye, and Young Yumi.
You do it to yourself for choosing. All your movies you choose are international, which is fine by me because I don't have to read all the names and butcher them.
Yeah. In the lead roles, this is director Yeon Sang-ho's second live-action film following his live-action debut, Train to Busan, in 2016. It is the first South Korean superhero film and revolves around a bank security guard who gains telekinetic powers after drinking water from a mountain spring affected by a meteor and decides to, holy crap, what did I do? To use them for saving his estranged daughter and her neighborhood from an evil construction company. Psychokinesis was released on January 31st in South Korean theaters in both 2D as well as ScreenX formats. The film was later on made available to stream globally on Netflix from April 25th, 2018. I had to read something here. Hold on. Box office, dude. Psychokinesis opened in 2D and ScreenX formats in South Korean theaters on July 31st, 2018, of course. Released on 1,099 screens, it opened at the number 1 position and surpassed the already running film Keys to the Heart, which was released on January 17, 2018, for the number 1 spot in the first weekend of release. It ran for 10 weeks and it collected $6.98 million in the box office. That is impressive. On just 1,000 screens?
Yeah, for 10 weeks. That's it.
It's impressive as hell, dude. So yeah, dude, this is the second film we do from Sang-ho Yeon, and I'm very, very, very excited because this was on my 75 films or major list, and I wanted to do this, of course, to get one out of the way, but I also wanted to, watch a Korean film, and I gotta say, man, I really enjoyed this film. I think that there is something really special with Young Sang-ho, and I think that give him another movie, and I think he is well on his feet to kind of creating the next blockbuster for South Korea. I think he's a very, very special director.
Oh no, I don't disagree with that at all.
What are your thoughts, Brad? Initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts on this, of course, I personally prefer Train to Busan. It's a bit faster paced to me than this was. And I felt like a lot of this was a parody to superhero films. Just my take. Like a lot of it was just a lot of exaggerated movements, a lot of exaggerated acting. And it kind of threw me off a bit. It didn't make me hate the film, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite superhero film. There's the stuff I think could have been done a little bit better in the acting department. But I mean, like the camera shots, the music, even the acting between when the acting got real, like between the daughter and the father, that's when I kind of really enjoyed it. But just the over exaggerated movements and everything else, it just threw me off the film, and I didn't like it as much with that. Whereas Train to Busan was a lot more realistic, even though it was a zombie film.
Yeah. Well, I think that he's not really. I don't think he's parodying it. Parodying? Making a parody? I don't think he's making a parody of superhero film. I know how to speak, man.
Paradise?
I don't think he's making really much of a parody, man. I think that he's kind of trying to distance himself from the American superhero film and I think he's trying to make something different in the eyes of how the South Korean cinema would make it. I do agree. I think this film has a very odd second act that kind of drags a little bit more than I'm used to with Korean cinema. But I think that once again, Young Sang Ho does bring in some really, really interesting stuff when it comes to his style of making these movies. Yes, the exaggerated explosion, slow motion stuff. I think that's more of him like paying an homage to the action films from America. Really, what kind of paved the way for the superhero film to flourish. I but
I mean, but just like seeing, Train to Busan and Parasite,
of course,
which are my two favorite Korean films so far.
Yeah.
And then watching this, it throws you off because I'm going there expecting like a Train to Busan, and I get hit more with the Shazam,
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, we also really can't expect directors to make the same move,
No, I agree. Yeah. And they're trying to branch out and everything. And I didn't hate the film.
No.
I mean, I actually kind of like this film, but those exaggerated movements just put me out of the movie.
Yeah, the choreography needed some work, but then again, like, I don't know, man. I think it is really realistic. Like, would you be making those movements too if you were you suddenly got those?
Well, I would, but I'm not sober most of the time. I already make those movements, so that's what should be expected here. Like walk the line, no. But take for example the villain, not the woman villain, but the male figure, the dude. I know the dude abides. No, not the Big Lebowski, but anyways, the dude, like, not the best acting. If we're going for,
of course not. But I mean, what's it called? I mean,
he's a goon though. He's a goon.
The woman though, woman
was good. The woman was brutal.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just what's it called? Yeah, like in the acting department. But I think that like there's just parts of the movie where the acting is just a little cheesy at times, and I think it's just coming from characters that probably aren't presented as being a threatening force like that. Like and I think that's just where I think that's just where the story could have had a little bit more what's it called strength to it. But I gotta say I really enjoyed it. I think that it's just, to me, I think this is a pretty damn good superhero movie. I think what's it called? I haven't seen much like I mean, of course, this is the first one from South Korea, but like I mean, I've never seen one where they talk about like greedy corporations and stuff like that, dude. Like I was pretty surprised that.
What are you talking about? Like Batman versus Superman, where Batman actually is looking at Superman like killing most of his staff. Yeah. So there's that one, but I guess nobody really wants to mention Batman v Superman at this point in time.
But like still, like it's you see like Korean cinema usually does tackle a lot about the class issues and stuff like that. So it was really interesting to him to find a way to blend it into a superhero movie.
I mean, I'm just going off of just what I've seen. Yeah. Parasite's a masterpiece, so I can't even really compare this to that. It's apples and oranges. That's but with Train to Busan, Train to Busan had some exaggerated acting, but it really like fit the story somehow more than this to me does. Yeah. And that I mean, would I watch this again? For sure. I might watch it a second time. I think it has a good story. It's really not a superhero movie. It's a father-daughter story. That's really what this is.
Yeah. So what's it called? I gotta say also, what am I gonna do to get you to watch Old Boy? Because I feel like you might.
You don't have to do much.
Yeah, God, man, it's on Prime, bro.
Well, how about this? How about we do not next week, but the week after, a coin toss, and you put Old Boy up there.
I've watched Old Boy already, though.
Well, I watched Crazy Heart too, so.
Okay, so I guess I got to get back at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but dude, fucking Old Boy. I mean, I think that you'd put that. It's a little bit creepy-ish and it's a little bit weird, but it's gonna definitely. I think.
How about this? You put up Old Boy, and I'll put up what was it, Ghost Dog? I think.
What the fuck was that? Ghost Dog?
I think it's Ghost Dog. Yeah, Ghost Dog. The Way of the Samurai.
What the hell is that?
As Forrest Whitaker as a contract killer.
Oh, that's amazing. But yeah, I was gonna say that I'm not saying that I like this more than Train to Busan. No, Train to Busan is his masterpiece. I think that's just it's an incredible film from start to end. God, I could have used Madong Sek in this, bro.
Honestly,
I
I could use Madong Second in like any movie.
anything, right? Yeah,
Dude's just cool.
yeah. That guy, I am telling you, that
Or
guy,
or for American listeners, Don Lee.
Don Lee. Yeah,
Like we can't say
man.
Madong Sek.
Yeah, I am telling you guys that that man is a star in the making, and I'm really what's it called surprised that they didn't Marvel, DC, or any of these companies haven't gotten Young Sang Ho to direct something, because I mean this guy really does have it in him to possibly create a really good blockbuster here in America.
And this is only his second movie, so
Well, fourth. He's done he did 2 animated films.
Well, okay. What is this? His second live action?
Live action. Yeah.
Okay. So he's done 4 films. I mean, you look at all the other directors for Marvel, they've all done more than 4 films. I think Marvel's had a lot of directors, but I think they've all done more than 4 films.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I mean, I think this guy is gonna do wonders. I think this guy's gonna definitely break out.
Agree.
He has the possibility of making like a big blockbuster in South Korea.
I think Netflix needs to get on him for maybe a standalone show.
Yeah,
since they lost all the Marvel properties.
Yeah, God, I would really like to see what this guy could bring to Hellboy.
That'd be different. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to know, because I'm still hoping for the Guillermo del Toro part 3. Like that will always be like the holy grail right there, is like finish the story, Guillermo. Just fucking finish it.
But I'm really excited, because I'm really excited for this for Young Sang Ho to see his next film. It's Peninsula. It's the
next zombie movie.
It's the sequel to Train to Busan, and it's also going to it's officially in competition at Cannes.
I kind of agree with who was it? Was it Alex?
No, it was Tony. He said, like, I don't know how they're gonna really do this.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So Tony commented that he doesn't know how it's gonna work out. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, Train to Busan, I don't know how you like put yourself over on that, because that to me that's like my favorite zombie movie now.
Yeah, I will say though, very smart for them to market it as in the States as Train to Busan presents Peninsula. So I gotta
so you know what you're getting.
So you know what you're getting. You're like, what the fuck is Peninsula?
Oh, but Train to Busan, okay.
Okay, yeah. So I'm really excited for that. So let's go ahead and move into scores here. So I am going to give this a nice old 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed this. I think that there's incredible visuals, incredible music, sound design. I love that moment where he's like showing his daughter the what's it called, the powers for the first time.
Tie, and she's just like, "What the fuck are you doing? You've been gone for 10 years and you're fucking doing magic tricks for me? Get the fuck out of my way! I got money to make, because they burnt down my place, old man."
There's something with Sang Ho and Strange Fathers. Apparently, he's something about that. But just how he was playing with it, or like just God, that chicken looked so good. That chicken looked great. I wanted some of that.
Chicken looked amazing. And then with I think it's soju, with it, I'm just like, I'm gonna get drunk off that.
For sure. And the fights, the third act, the third act is my favorite. I think that third act is freaking amazing. Just action after action after action, and great storytelling in there. So 8.5 out of 10 from me. And I don't know, man. What do you think, Brad? Should I be making video reviews for these movies, or should I just make article reviews for the site? Because I'm getting tired over here having to wait. What I should do? I
mean, I always agree more content is better. So either route you go, maybe switch it off so you don't get bored. Either way, maybe do a video review for one, and then the next one you do for the site a written review. Because I mean, it's always good to do a written review too. That way you can keep up and even get better at writing.
Yeah, and I was gonna say we kind of got the video kind of covered here. We got a lot of video content.
Yeah, I
So
think if we do something like special, like we should totally do. You could totally do a separate video review for something.
mhm.
Like if it's something that you just no, I just won't have a chance to see or won't get to see, or if you go to like a special event, and then
Yeah,
you could even talk about the movie, but also talk about the event that happened. Kind of like I
mhm.
did. I wrote for the Jay and Silent Bob
Yeah,
reboot roadshow, so
yeah,
something like that.
yeah. And I was doing the Nerdy Chicano movie reviews where I was watching the newest movies that were coming out and I was reviewing them. And I mean, those got some love. I mean, my Portrait of a Lady on Fire got like 30 views and people liked it. So I got to, I love doing that. But I also, not much new movies coming out, and we're kind of doing this thing here. So I think I might just be doing a video, what's it called, written reviews on the site for these.
I mean, and
75 films.
if you want, if you get a chance and you find some like good television shows, that might be a good thing to do a video review for.
Yeah, true. What's it called? I'm almost done with Community here.
Like the night of the HBO like
Yeah.
the 6-part miniseries, I think.
Mhm.
If you wanted to watch that and do a review, that's one I recommend. Like I love that.
Yeah.
That's such a good miniseries.
Yeah. Well, I'll take that into consideration. I think I am going to be doing doing the 75 films from Asia reviews on the website. So this is my 10th one I've done, by the way. 75 films. So I have 65 to go. Holy crap. And I'm not even halfway through with all
Does
these
that count the
movies.
Miyazaki?
So I pre-selected all these movies, man.
Oh, okay.
So and I've got a lot of them. Like I'm not even halfway through with South Korea at this point, bro. Like
You got any Kurosawa in there?
I have no Kurosawa. I have Ozu for
Ozu.
Japan.
Okay.
So I'm actually really excited to watch some Ozu. I haven't watched.
I kind of want to watch some Ozu. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a big Kurosawa like fan, but I definitely do want to see what else Japan was offering at the time. But I
Mhm.
still don't think it's going to touch Kurosawa. Just
Yeah.
that man was just ridiculous with natural light. I don't know how he
Yeah.
did it.
So I mean, I have hold on. I have South Korea here, so I gotta highlight this one that I already finished. Of course, I have a Google Doc, guys. It's on my letterbox with all the films that I'm doing. But I have Ozu, Hiroshi Teshihara. I got Nagisa Oshima. Of course, I had a Perfect Blue from Satoshi Kon. I already watched that one. I have a lot of Hirokazu Koreda. So I did Shoplifters. I got to do another one of his. Of course, Mamoru Hosada. I did Mirai in Summer Wars. And I also have The Girl Who Leapt Through Time to do that one.
Did you say Perfect Blue was one?
Yeah, I watched Satoshi Kon's Perfect Blue. That was crazy. Departures from Yojiro Takada. Takeda, I'm sorry. And of course, I have just more Koreda. And more Koreda. More. So I basically I have movies from Japan, Vietnam, Taiwan, South Korea, the Middle East. I have movies from Israel, Iran, Kazakhstan, I think, and what's it called? Egypt. I have different movies in here for the Middle East. I have some stuff from Indonesia. I have some stuff from India. Dude, the one thing I noticed from India from when I was making this list is that them motherfuckers love to make long movies, dude. Like most of their movies are like 3 hours long.
I mean, that's some Bollywood.
Yeah.
That's some Bollywood status, though.
Yeah. And then, of course, I have China, Hong Kong. So I got a bunch of different. So I got some Ang Lee and Wong Kar Wai in there. And yeah. So I'm glad that I was able to add this one into the list. And I'm glad that I finally made another one. And I was able to take one out of the list here. But yeah, Brad, what is your score for Psychokinesis?
I'll give Psychokinesis a solid 7 out of 10.
Cool, man. Cool. We're pretty good. So yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun. As always, we're gonna be back tomorrow. Well, this comes out on Saturday, but this is live for the patrons. For patrons who are watching this before Saturday, which I doubt it. We're gonna be We're gonna be live on Friday. We're gonna continue fundraising. This time we're fundraising for Breonna Taylor's memorial fund this weekend. And we want to help out. We want to do all we can in here. And I think that we're going to have a lot of fun and be able to donate and be able to raise some funds for this, man. So, I hope you guys want to come on and talk with us, and also just have some fun with us while we donate money, while we try to raise some funds to donate money to the Memorial Fund for Breonna Taylor. By the way, the FBI has reopened the case, and they're launching an investigation into it. So, the power of protest is working, my friends. So,
I mean, change is happening. So
change is happening, man. I'm really happy, but I hope we don't stop after everything gets fixed. Right? Well, not everything's gonna get fixed, but
no, not everything is going to get fixed, but maybe we can push it forward to better.
Yeah. So I hope we don't stop after George Floyd's murderers are charged and convicted, and I hope that we push for to get some more changes and more justice for the other victims of police murderings. So as always, it's been a lot of fun here. And you guys can go and check us out at thenerdcore.com. That's where you're going to be able to find those written reviews I'm talking about. Down here, look, down there. Podcast, social media, bios for our team members. It's all on there. I can't believe we've had the site for a whole year already, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe we've been doing this for, 3 years? 4 years?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a talk with Luis today. Look, I'll talk to Luis. I'll talk about this tomorrow on the live show.
I did have a question though. Have you talked to Ashley yet? See if she'll come on the live show.
I'm trying to talk to her, but it's pretty hectic. The new position she's got. So I'm gonna talk to her and see what's up. Also just got to find the right time for it.
Just tell her we miss her.
Well, yeah, she knows we miss her a lot. We miss her so much, dude. I would kill to have both of them on, Daniela and Ashley. But yeah, so we're gonna
Luis.
And Luis works on weekends, man. It's hard for him.
Luis is in the medical profession, so man probably never sleeps.
He's doing a lot of more important stuff than we are, honestly.
Yeah, more important than this for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, for sure. We're just movie commentary and fart jokes, right?
I mean, and dick jokes. So we got a whole plethora of fucking jokes.
Yeah.
But that's I just want to say to everyone, I hope we provide 30 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes of time where your brain can take a break of what is happening in 2020. We don't want you to forget what's happening out there, but just a small break.
Yeah. I would like to say that we're in no way erasing what's happening. I think we're just kind of, because like I said, a lot of people, especially Jabril, how he said it, he was like, I was really shaken up. I really didn't have the power in me right now to really, confront what was happening and really talk about it. I had to, process it. And he said that he really needed that episode he was on, and he really needed those laughs, and he really needed all that smiles that he got, because it would help them process what was happening, help them actually speak up about it. So, if you're like Jabril, who, you really can't do much right now because you're not ready to process, you're not done processing everything, then I hope you can come to us and we can help you, have a good time and further, help you process your emotions a little better. So,
or just make you laugh.
Yeah, make you laugh. Yeah. As always, the Nerdcore _ on Twitter, the Nerdcore on Instagram. And I got to give a shout out to our wonderful Patreon supporters. As always, you can become a Patreon supporter at www.patreon.com/thenerdcore. And it's right down there, right here on the screen, patreon.com/thenerdcore. And help us out and reach the next goal when we can do more audio movie commentaries, or more live movie commentaries for you guys, for patrons only. Of course, you guys already know how it works. The first movie commentary will be free for everybody as a sneak peek of what we get, and then everything after that actually becomes for patrons only. It's what we did with the comic book club, and it's what we're doing with this. So it's really nice to be back on track, and I promise we're gonna get back on track with our Patreon stuff. So at least in regards to here to the feed, we're back on track, baby. We're good.
For the most part, other than the Nerdcore's regular show, I guess I could call it, because until everything kind of gets back to somewhat normalcy of people going to the movies, we can't report on stuff like the box office or news or.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a proper news episode probably until next year.
Probably not.
Yeah,
that's what the live show is for, though, so we can bring up some news topics along with dick and fart jokes.
Because even last week, we had a accumulation of 2 news episodes. I mean, 2 news articles.
I mean, that's all. I mean, honestly, the only news that really happens is this got pushed back, and it's just like, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Yeah. So until next year, we'll be like, back to our, news episode, theme review, Saturday morning review. And, but I mean, in the meantime, it's been a lot of fun here. And, I hope you guys have been enjoying the content, and we're going to be bringing more content, and we'll be live tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. But in the meantime, I hope you all have a great day. And as always, I got to go ahead and shout out our patrons before we leave. Our producers, Cassie and Sarah, thank you so much. Our executive producers, those are our associate producers. Our executive producers are Grayson Barker, who you can find them at Grayson Barker 98 on Instagram, Warlord of One Bar on Twitter. And then we have Shane. Where can they find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/SWRKK or on Twitter at SWRKK Twitch. Catch him every Friday for Free for All Friday with the fam. I'm generally there at the end to play Push the Button. I don't know if he'll have that this week, but I do plan on being there after our live show.
Please go and help support Shane. He's doing some good stuff for the Black Lives Matter charity. So,
also, shout out to Ushi.
Yes, ma'am.
What's her?
Sanushi on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch.tv/.
Okay. So yeah, go follow one of the best people in the world at Silent Ushi.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of great work. Not a Patreon buddy, Patreon buddy. They're doing great work out here.
I mean, she's technically like a guest co-host.
Yeah.
So, and she also did one of the ads. So I think she deserves like a shout out here and there.
Yeah. Even though I would like to update that with her nice microphone, so it sounds like all professional and stuff. But as always, also our other $25 tier, we have $25 tier executive producers, Brown Rice 96 on Twitter and Instagram, and also our Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter, Tony. Real Nerdy Dad.
Hey,
Real
Tony.
Real Nerdy Dad. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony, want to talk about some porn?
We love you so much, guys, and we thank you so much for being patrons of the of this network that I helped build and my baby. And I'm glad that you guys are able to believe in us and be able to help us out that way. As always, you can become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/nerdcore. And I would like to say that I've repledged to let the right films in because I have enough money to actually consider pledging again. And I also became a Patreon of Jay Washington. So
very nice.
Yeah, that guy deserves all the freaking.
Jay Washington is hilarious.
He is freaking hilarious, man. That man deserves a lot more than we give him.
Although I'm so glad to be on his side because I would not want to go against that man.
No, that man
in any way.
When he said, "I got time today," and I was like, "Oh,
I was like, yep, you do.
Yep, you do." All right, man. It's been a wonderful time, and I hope you guys we'll see you guys on the live show, but we'll also see you guys next week for our review of Appaloosa for the second movie for Western Film Month.
I'm so excited.
But in the meantime, this has been the Nerd Chicano. I'm signing off. Bradley, send him into the podcast void.
All right, roll.
Yeah, that's not the podcast void anymore, but just send him away.
Just get him out of here. Get him the fuck out.
Get him the fuck out.
All right, Ro. Thank you, been host as always. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much for tuning in, listening. We hope we have made your day a little bit funnier. And I guess for the end of this episode, support
Double Power Chicken.
Support Black Lives Matter. Young Yoda out.